Brian Keeney, and I'm a lighting designer, and I've been in the business for 22 years.
Scott Levine, video director and directing live TV events for over 30 years.
Bob Fennell, audio engineer, acoustic designer, 21 years now.
Warren Flynn, lighting designer. I've been in the business for 25 years.
Hi, I'm Jim Finger, writer, providing those services for over 30 years now.
Jerry Bernard, video director, 20 plus.
My name's Larry Sedgwick, technical director, been in the business for 25 years.
Debbie Olson, and I'm an executive producer. I've been in the business a lot more years than I really want to admit. What I've always really liked about working in this business is that you learn something new on every single job. You're always working with different products, different companies, different people.
I've done everything in show business with the exception of opera and ballet. Some feature films, television. I have 3 shows running on Broadway right now, so I think I bring the scope of show business into whatever project I work on.
What I really like most about what I do is helping the presenters figure out what it is that they ought to say, and then working with them to get it across to the audience most effectively.
Plexus is unique on how they attack the project. They give people like myself as a designer and engineer a free hand and a lot of leeway in how I approach it and what I need to do to get the project done.
It's more of a team effort in getting to where we need to go. There's that interaction back and forth, not that one-way direction of information. And they'll come to me and say, we want to do this. I can say, well, you know, maybe we can do this. And it becomes a collaboration.
There's a certain collaboration freedom there that you don't always get, and I think that's an important part of the creative process in a production.
I've never had a problem with anybody at Plexus, with the client coming to me directly and giving me notes on different light cues, different looks.
They create a basic concept and they ask you to run with it. And they'll give you notes if it strays from the original concept or if it's been somehow miscommunicated, but they really let you run with your ideas and let your own creativity run wild.
One of the nice things about working with Plexus for both the specialists such as myself and the clients are that they are what I would call the right size.
Their one-on-one approach, they're personal, they're not a big production company as so many of them are today who turn much more into a factory approach.
They're not so big that there's all types of bureaucracy that slows things down, but by the same token they're not so small that they don't have the resources to get a significant project produced effectively.
They look at the project, they attack the project, and it's really about the one-on-one relationship with the client.
They are not too big to not be able to give personal attention to their clients. They staff so that they have good relationships with their clients and match their team with the particular client.
And having that right size puts them in a very unique position within the marketplace.
Quality is a huge factor with Plexus. They are an absolute great eye for detail and will settle for nothing else than the highest quality that you can achieve. They are absolutely sticklers for details.
They're always looking for the extra edge, the extra creativity, do something that people are clearly not expecting.
That does make Plexus different. I work for a lot of other companies and I've got to say a lot of them are just punching out the donuts each time. Each show is essentially the same and you know the routine and there's nothing different about it. And that's why I've stuck with them for so many years and hope to work with them for a lot longer.
You look at the people that are working on this show, you look at the equipment we brought in, the venue, and you look at the final result, and I don't think there's any question as to whether or not quality is paramount with Plexus.
Plexus is more family oriented. We've all known each other for a long time. They try and keep the same team around all the time because we know each other's little intricacies.
They treat you like family, and if there's a challenge that you have or an issue that's come up or something that is particularly leaving you feeling like, well, I'm not quite 100% here, I need something, you don't have to be afraid to ask.
Plexus has an incredible amount of experience in their people. They've done all kinds of shows. So when they come up with an idea for a project or something that's off the wall or outside the box, they know it can happen.
There's a camaraderie amongst us. You're always part of a team when you work on a Plexus production. With other companies, sometimes you feel kind of departmentalized and there's no communication between lighting and video and audio directors. But within Plexus, we're all on the same team. We're all working to one common goal.
At the last minute, if the client wants an elephant to walk through the back door, They get an elephant walking through the back door, and they come to me and say, light it. And I light it, you know, and then the client's ecstatic. That's what it's all about. It's about making people happy.
That's great. Thanks, Warren.